This is lesson 8, markup and markdown problems. This is day 1. So example 1, a video game markup. Games Galore Superstore buys the latest video games at the wholesale price of $30. The markup rate at Games Galore store is 40%. You use your allowance to purchase the game at the store. How much will you pay, not including tax? We need to write an equation to find the price of the game at Games Galore Superstore and explain our equation and solve. Well, we have our percent equation, P, percent, and W. For this particular equation, two things, and I'm actually going to put them up here. For our percent, when we're finding just the sale price, what we want is the original percent, and we're going to add the markup, which will equal our sale price percent. Or the original percent minus the discount percent to equal the sale price percent. So for this particular problem, what we want to do here is we have our whole, which is $30. So that goes under our whole. But this is a markup. So what we want to do here is we want to take our original percent, which is 100. So we want to find the sale price. So we are going to take the original percent. We are going to add the markup percent. And this is going to give us the sale price. So when we add these two together, we get 140%. So for the percent, we have to change this into a decimal, which is 1.4. So here we get 1.4, and we are going to find the P. So our P equals percent times whole. So X equals 1.4 times 30, which equals $42. And that is our sale price. Okay. So it says, what is the total markup of the video game? Well, our total markup is the sale price minus the original, which equals the markup. So sale price minus the original equals the markup. Next. $300 mountain bike is discounted by 30% and then discounted an additional 10% for shoppers who arrive before 5 a.m. It says find the sale price of the bicycle. Well, we do P equals percent and whole. Our whole is $300. Our percent, again, discounted by 30%. Here we are going to take the 100, subtract the 30 to get 70%. Here we're going to take the 100 and subtract the 10% to get 90%, because these are discounts. So here we get 0.70 in X. So we have P equals percent times whole. So here we have X equals 0.70 times 300, which equals $210. You cannot add these two together. They're not allowed. We have to do them separately. So here our new price is $210, because now we get an additional 10% off, so it's 0.90 in X. We have P equals percent times whole, so X equals 0.90 times 210. Oops, 210. Oh, let me just erase that. So 210, which will give us a sale price of $189. Now it says, in all, by how much has the bike been discounted in dollars? Well, that's 300 minus $189 equals a discount of $111. Okay. Next. Sasha went shopping and decided to purchase a set of bracelets for 25% off the regular price. And if she buys it today, she saves an additional 5%. We have to find the sale price and how much money will she save. So again, we have our P, percent, and W. So first is the 25% discount, so 100 minus the 25 is 75%. So we have $44 is the bracelets. Our percent is 0.75. Our price is X. So P equals percent times W. So X equals 0.75 times 44. And we get $33. But because we're buying it today, we get an additional 5% off. So P, percent, and W. Our new price is $33. Because we're getting an additional 5% off, that's 100 minus 5 equals 95%, which is 0.95. And our P is X. So for that, we have, P equals percent times whole. So X equals 0.95 times 33, which equals $31.35. And that's our sale price. Okay. Now, that being our sale price, we have to find out what our savings is. So we take the $44 and subtract the $31.35. And that becomes our savings of $12.65. Okay. Our next question, one of our favorites because it's about golf. It says a golf store purchases a set of clubs at a wholesale of $250. Mr. Edmund learns that the clubs were marked up 200%. Is it possible to have a percent increase greater than 100%? Well, yes, it is. You can increase it any amount that you want. And then it says, what is the retail price of the clubs? Well, we have P, percent, and W. Well, if it's being marked up 200%, remember our original is 100% plus the markup is 200%, totaling 300%. So our original is 250. 300% as a decimal is 3, and our part is x. So now we have P equals percent times whole. So x equals 3 times 250. So the cost of our clubs is $750. Oops, I wanted to put sale instead of sale price. Sorry about that. Okay. It said, is a percent increase of a set of golf clubs from $250 to $275 or to $750 the same as a markup rate of 200%? And explain. The answer is yes, it is the same. The percent increase and markup show how much the new price is over the original price. Okay. Next. Now, working backwards. A car that normally sells for $20,000 is on sale for $16,000. The sales tax is 7.5%. What percent of the original price of the car is the final price? Well, here we have our P, our percent, and our W. We have 16,000, X, and 20,000. Well, to find this, we replace and divide. So we have X equals 0.8 or 80%. But it says find the discount rate. Well, the 80% is what they're paying for the car. Okay, that is what we're paying for. All right. So when we pay for that, okay, we actually have to subtract that from 100 to find the discount rate. So the discount rate is 20%. So last, we have a sporting goods store. Oh, let me move that down, sorry. Last one. Sporting goods store bought a pair of shoes for $40 and wants to sell them for $60. What is the markup rate? We have P, percent, and W. So we have 40 and we have 60. We want to know the markup rate. So we have P, percent, and W. We have 60 equals X times 40. Divide both sides by 40. So X is going to give us 1.25 or 125%. Now the markup rate is not 125%. Remember that that is the original plus the markup. So we actually have to subtract 100% from that to get the 25% for the markup rate. Let me get the light. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Sorry, that kind of messed up our light a little bit. Okay, but that is our markup rate. Okay, and that's the lesson for today.